back. I got some water. Got to stretch a bit. Oh. A bit. Hi, Wendy. How are you doing? Crimson Spirit. Another day, another day of no news. Which I guess could be considered good news. Alright. It's gonna be my first time playing through this. And I want to get through it. I'll be streaming until 9. Or like 8:30. So there should be enough time. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The most fanatical blindness is born from the darkest depths of ignorance. An era of death's shadow engorges itself in magical fantasies. Mages represent the mortal world's hope and faith. Fiends rendered in verse whisper their way through the aristocrats' banquets. Masses worship magic's radiance, and mages yearn for the sacred core's mercy. In a world of imminent decay, entering the sacred core is the only method one can use to rewrite fate. This is the only path. Doomsday Realization, Chapter 1. Your girls' days? Ugh, man. The 9th is coming up soon.
We know what this
but I'm gonna
can
finish on the 8th because the 9th is no one's logging in. At least the people who are boycotting. So I won't be playing at all on the 9th. Alright.
A mere mage shouldn't use it.
I point my staff at a book's parchment as it peeks out from beneath his brown robe, its ancient silver markings revealing its authentic origin. Oh yeah, Paxi. You don't know the whole drama behind Love in Deep Space? I'm not after that. So essentially, just to give a rundown, there was a new character that was supposed to be released on July 9th. But when the preview came out for him last week, there was a lot of backlash from a lot of the Chinese fans because they were wanting more content for the current love interest. And so there was just so much backlash that literally a day after a big stream, they decided to completely cancel Valko altogether. Like the character, and not release him at all. And that just riled everybody up. And I mean, as much as the Chinese side had valid reasons to not to want more content for their love interest, like the current love interest, but there was a lot of also like racism and like homophobia that was happening as well. There's a lot of rumors going on because people are saying that the government is involved, like the Chinese government is involved. They're saying that they might change the appearance for Valko so that they like rework him some way so that maybe the Chinese and like both sides, both servers will enjoy it. But I don't want any changes to him. I literally just want him to be released. And so if you literally go on Twitter or TikTok and you look up Valko, you will just see ends and ends of content about what everyone is doing in the fandom in order to get him back. And it's been, I think, 5 days now since he's been canceled. So there's been a lot of momentum though. But yeah, Let me continue on with this quest. And that's why I'm playing through these myths. Because, like I said, July 9th is when there's going to be a blackout for Love in Deep Space. So, I got to get through these memories as soon as possible. Alright. What I want is Sylus.
Are you aware of what happens to those who dare to summon the Archfiend Sovereign?
I don't care. No matter the cost, I must have him. The gem at the tip of my staff emits a faint red glow, and the book rises into the air. Ooh. Excruciating pain akin to flesh being torn apart devours every part of my being. My curse is revealing itself once more. Why must it happen now? The fire mage notices the falter in my step. A magical glyph appears under his palm, and a creature made from soul fire leaps forth.
Fiendish flames! Curse mine enemies! Burn their spirit and bones!
I hope so too, Wendy. He was perfect the way he was. The creature spews out black flames, and thick serpentine smoke slithers toward me. I summon a defensive glyph under my feet. However, the pain slows me, and the burning claws tear into my shoulder.
Incinerate their body and obliterate their essence!
He conceals himself in thick smoke and attacks from his familiar. The black flames engulf me.
Who are you?
Red crystals arise from the glyphs and pierce the creature. They also impale the fire mage's limbs.
Ugh.
I emerge from the black flames, and the blood from my shoulder dripping onto the scorched hem of my clothes.
A body that cannot die. A monster such as yourself wishes to summon a fiend to enter the sacred core.
I stay silent, merely pointing my staff at the book he holds. The bloodstained tome flies into my hand.
You're already immortal. Why would you rewrite your fate?
Oh, I guess that's my curse. I'm immortal. When the intense pain first struck, the agony and suffocation made me believe I would die. But I quickly discovered that I was immortal. Immortality only means being repeatedly tortured while on death's doorstep, but none of it will truly kill me. I want to save myself. Thus, for hundreds of years, I ceaselessly searched for something to end my torment. I submitted to being studied, willingly becoming a test subject, and traveled from one dynasty to the next. Nobles, political leaders, religious figures, and arcane houses who once viewed my immortality as a miracle branded me as a heretic, an evil spirit when they failed to unlock the secret of my condition. People yearn for immortality, and yet those fools fear it. I never trusted humans ever again. I could only rely on myself. I hid my identity and wandered the world as I studied the most ancient and profound magic. All my efforts were directed to finding the source of my suffering. Time could overthrow dynasties and erase the memories of generations, yet it couldn't change my pain. Then the woman who taught me forbidden magic taught me my torment stemmed from an ancient curse. Furthermore, no magic in this world was capable of removing it. Only by entering the sacred core and beginning anew could the curse be lifted. That was my only path. I exit the tower, the blood-red twilight illuminating the worn text on the parchment, the Fallen's Pact. Akin to a shadow that's always present, the searing pain tears through my body. This curse is beyond my memories, and yet at this very moment I sense a strange lightness. I've lost count of how long it's been and how many mages I confronted for this tome. For an immortal, time and memory are destined to fade. Sylus. I turn the tattered pages from my bloodstained fingertips, and dark ink rises. The name seems to awaken from its slumber. Oh, is this me waking him up? Summoning him? His name is ancient and no different from night itself. Yet it's neither a divine whisper nor a simple inscription on stone. Depraved, he descended into 7 shadows. In that realm, light has never bowed its head. A lonely city stands as his coffin, and only the purest of blood serves as his sustenance. To summon an underworld's fiend, the ritual's glyph must use blood as its chain. Draw the spiral and connect the shadows. Those who bind him will inevitably be bound themselves. Ooh, very interesting. The underworld is where fiends exist, and it's a place humans cannot enter. However, powerful mages can summon fiends to serve them. And Sylus, a name whispered amongst mages for centuries, is the underworld's uncrowned sovereign. The pain inside my body temporarily subsides. Before the searing agony tears through me again, I must summon Sylus. I can only enter the sacred core with his immense power. I find an abandoned sanctum. Following the book's instructions, I use my energy to draw the summoning glyphs. The wind rises as gathering clouds slowly devour the full moon's light. Sylus. Oh. I guess I'm supposed to tap to end the canton. I summon these, Sylus. Come to your wifey, like right now. That's my incantation. I demand it. Oh, he's so pretty. Look at him.
Your blood as bait. I hope you're prepared to become my feast.
I'm ready.
However, answering these summons, it's a first for me. You're the one who awakened me.
Oof. Oh, it is, for sure. It's definitely for the female gaze. I mean, look at this man. He looks gorgeous. He actually wants to drain me of all my blood.
Shall I give you a chance to resist?
I won't resist. Once this linkage is formed between us, you're mine.
An amateur's trick. This is how you should do it.
Oh my god, he just launched her into the fucking building. Oh my gosh. And they're fighting.
An immortal. You have some worth.
I wonder if that's how he gets his evil. Well, then again, I don't know. Because he's immortal in the main story. I'm gonna control it. The linkage has formed. You'll listen to me now. Alright, come here. Haha. You may have only my blood now. And he's just leaning into it like, You wants to be bound and controlled by me. I'm the victor here.
Your blood. It tastes better than I expected. All right, you can command me until your blood and power fulfill my desire.
Ah. It was kind of harsh to MC right there, just like destroying an entire building. Clouds disperse and the blood-red moon returns to a soft yellow. His shadow looms over me.
Speak. What do you want me to do for you? Shall I capture 10,000 magical beasts and extract their energy? Or perhaps you need my aid to overthrow a kingdom?
None of that. Before I open my mouth, a subtle, strange ripple materializes in the air. They were quick to find me.
This place is so desolate that even ghosts would avoid it. But it seems you have visitors. Are you famous?
Why are you talking about ghosts? Aren't you one yourself?
It's not even amusing in the slightest.
He's more than just a ghost. Several shadows materialize in the air before surrounding me and Sylus. Wearing a robe, the man acting as their leader points at me.
You're the one who killed the fire mage?
Damn straight. I turn to Sylus. Kill them, Sylus.
Are you insane?
Totally. Sneering, he taps his staff on the ground.
You put on a spectacle to summon me. Also, you could order me to crush some insects. How ridiculous.
You said I could command you.
Yes, I did. Please allow me to finish that sentence. You can command me. Though, whether or not I obey depends on my mood.
This is so on par with him. He leans against a stone pillar and idly twirls his staff to amuse himself.
I expected Sylus to be more impressive. I guess the Fallen's Pact is nothing more than a nonsensical legend.
Oh, that should... Oh! He's just gonna kill them now. Flames erupt from the attacker's sleeve and transform into dozens of serpentine whips that lash out. Sylus, you're making me look like a poorly executed joke.
The summoner determines one's reputation. You are nothing but a nameless mage.
You don't know the saying, then. What a person uses reveals their taste, ability, and status. The linkage materializes around my wrist as I pull Sylus's arm. Forced to shield me, he stands between me and the attack. Before the whips reach us, a black-red mist stops them. In a blink of an eye, they turn and strike the figures surrounding us. I just missed the linkage and dust off my sleeves in Sylus's direction. It doesn't matter if I'm a renowned mage or not, you're Sylus. Since I'm your summoner, you should be the one to validate my reputation.
Your logic is sound. Clever, even.
The stars have shifted, and the most powerful mages across Sylus have gathered in Velmir. They're waiting for the sacred core to manifest. Accompanied by a fiend, you shall be a target everyone will fight against. And you still hope to enter the sacred core to rewrite fate? Your dreams are...
Sylus snaps his fingers. The assailant is interrupted. He clutches his throat in silent agony as if struggling against an invisible hand. But Sylus's gaze remains fixed on me.
You summoned me to enter the sacred core.
Don't tell me you actually believe mages would summon you to overthrow kingdoms.
You're no different from those other mages, rewriting fate. How boring.
If you help me enter the sacred core, you'll be able to break the linkage between us sooner. I perform an insincere curtsy. Welcome to Sylus, Archfiend Sovereign. It's the epitome of boring. What a great introduction. And we're on Sylus, which is the same planet as the same planet Xavier is from. We're still some distance away from Velmir. I'm impatient, but this vein is unhurried.
I'm tired. I need to rest.
Oh my goodness. I look at the red and gold crystal chandeliers, the carpet with blue silver patterns, and the polished oak staircase. You led me to various places to find the most luxurious inn in the city. We have the most expensive room.
Don't tell me you actually think the underworld's fiends have miserable, wretched lives. Only humans tolerate suffering. Fiends don't have the appetite for it.
I need him. He's useful to me.
You're wearing your thoughts on your face, my lady. No wonder you lost to other mages.
This is how I'm proving my faith in you.
Then I hope you'll treat me well.
Sylus turns to look at the attendant by the door.
Bring us your most expensive wines and dishes. All of them.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Foxy Glove. Welcome to the stream. The enormous table is filled with exquisite dishes, separated by a dazzling array of silver platters and calibres. Sylus and I sit on opposite ends. I viciously hack at the steak on my plate while staring at him from across the table. He swirls his wine glass. Books say fiends feed on blood. I didn't expect your appetite to be enormous and diverse.
Your tomes are correct about the blood part.
Then why did you order so much food?
I have to make it special. This is our first dinner.
Thank you, Proxy. I have to make it special. Okay. He raises his wine glass in a toast.
To you, Miss Mage.
Candelabra? Really?
And to our last dinner.
Our last dinner? What do you have planned? The crimson wine moistens his lips. It glistens like fresh blood in the candlelight. Isn't it the one with like... Oh, yeah. Okay. Is there still a reason to give up?
I told you. To command me, you need sufficient power and desires to satisfy my appetite. Your power and talent exceed those of ordinary humans. Yet your desire is as banal as the other mages.
A crimson light flashes across his right eye. Then he narrows his eye and hides his gleaming pupils beneath the shadows of his eyelashes.
The desire to enter the sacred core can't even provide a modicum to satisfy me. The underworld has plenty of fiends you could summon. I've defeated those weaklings, but they're sufficient for dealing with mages. Shall I create a list for you?
I pull the knife from my stake and point it at Sylus. You only took one sip, and yet your words are akin to a drunkard's. He is one gorgeous looking man, right, Foxy Glove? And as someone who loves vampires and white-haired men, like, he just is everything I love about fictional characters. And he also reminds me a lot of Alucard from Castlevania, at least in this myth. So that was just an instant yes for me. Do you need me to use our linkage to pull you here so I can kiss you again? You might become sober. I
Go
love his
ahead.
laugh.
Let us see who's the hooligan here.
I love Sephiroth. He's so hot. And his voice actor, I'm sad that they changed his voice actor for, I think, the second part of the new revamp for the 7th game. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with the game, Foxy Love, so I get you. It's a very turbulent time for the fandom. The linkage at my wrist flies across the table along with the knife I throw. Sylus tilts his head. The knife grazes his hair before it's embedded in the chair behind him. Black-red mist emerges between his palms. Traveling along our linkage, it spreads and approaches me. I concentrate my energy and pull, yet the black-red mist drags me across the table toward him. Ooh. His staff is pressed against my throat. I'm pinned down on the table amidst the chaotic mess of dishes.
Didn't you want me to be sober?
One kiss isn't enough. I grab a wine bottle from the table and swing it at him, but he swiftly blocks it. Only wine spills out. Dang, they're really getting at it. He carelessly tosses the bottle aside, and then he touches my face to wipe away the liquid.
Since I still have some patience, you have one last chance to make a rational choice.
When his fingers move to my lips, I bite them. My teeth sink into his fingers, and I meet his gaze with defiance. What else are you going to do? Kill me?
If you wish to know of matters more absurd than death, I'll grant your wish.
Thank you for the follow, Foxy Glove. Much appreciation.
Sir, miss, it's getting late. Other guests need to rest.
Of course. We'll finish this quickly.
The chaos in the room moves from the dining table to the bedroom. Damn, that's quick. I barely dodge the energy blade from his swinging staff. Before I can launch a counterattack, I'm pinned to the headboard.
Shh. I'm certain there are quite a few mages staying here. I wouldn't be surprised if their destination is Velmure. Unless you want to expose yourself at this very moment.
Perfect. They could help me defeat a fiend such as yourself. If you kill a few in the process, I'll have fewer enemies.
What a shame. I've already gotten my fill of entertainment.
This is entertainment?
Did you honestly believe this meager linkage magic could restrain me? I wonder why you didn't think about the fate of that tome's author.
Black-red mist swirls around the bed's curtains, tie back. It binds my hands to the headboard. Forcibly breaking our linkage will harm us.
Do I look like I care? You won't perish before my eyes.
On the last page, the Fallen Pact states that when the linkage is forcibly broken, the party with weaker energy suffers a more severe adverse reaction. Sylus's energy is greater than mine. This bastard. Thank you for the follow, Ghost. He shakes the linkage on his wrist to taunt me, then he turns and walks toward the door. So he's just gonna leave me tied up? As the distance between us increases, the linkage connecting our wrists grows increasingly taut, and the force surges up my arm. It overwhelms my body. The linkage is light gradually dims as it tightens. It's slowly being extinguished. Sylus!
Farewell, Miss Mage. May we never meet again.
As the door is about to open, I grit my teeth in defiance. Only the sacred core can free me from this curse and let me begin anew. Countless eons have passed before my eyes, and I missed my chance to enter the sacred core every time. Summoning Sylus is my last, desperate attempt, for everything to end so pathetically. I refuse to give up. I'll find another way to summon you. A strange yet familiar energy surges from my chest. It roars and travels down my right arm. A powerful invisible force pulls an even greater energy toward me. I open my eyes. He stepped outside the room a moment ago, but he's been pulled back to stand in front of me. Ooh. He falls onto the bed with me in his arms. The linkage between our wrists has reformed and emits a radiance I've never seen before.
Impossible.
What's happening? Wasn't the linkage broken? Before I can process these events, Sylus's other hand is already at my throat.
It's not a normal connection.
Thank you for the follow, Heather May.
Where did you learn this forbidden spell?
It's behaving differently from what's described in the books. Oh, there's no mod. I'm doing pretty good. Just playing through this myth and like any other memories that I have left before July 9th, because that's the blackout day. I will be removing and ending this game if nothing happens, so we'll see. Oh wow, a lot of followers. Thank you for the follow, Shifty Roar. Never mind, I'll just bluff him for now. I put on a mysterious, knowing smile and look into his eyes. Anger and curiosity flicker in his gaze. I'm not an ordinary mage. After all, I've been graced with immortality. I didn't expect to see you again so soon, Archfiend Sovereign. Isn't this more absurd than death? I love how she's teasing him. He doesn't immediately contradict me, so I seize this chance. Since you can't kill me or break the linkage, I guess you can only honor our agreement.
You look pleased with yourself.
The bander? Or you mean like the general thing that's going on? You look pleased with yourself, okay. It's impossible for you to negotiate, Sylus. Once I accomplish my goal, you regain your freedom. I meet his scrutinizing gaze without flinching. His gem-like eyes seem capable of capturing my soul.
I shall temporarily withdraw my previous statement. Being summoned by you might not be that boring.
Oh yes, yes, I am all up to date with that. I'm pretty sure the title of my stream is Bring Back Valka. It has the hashtag in it. If not, trust me. Like if you look at my TikTok videos, I made a whole video talking to Infold like, hey, I'm not happy about this. He pulls his hand back and I secretly let out a sigh of relief. Then I'm aware of the lingering warmth in his fingers left on my neck, and the heat that's enveloping my entire body. Untie these ropes first. Also, I'm sleeping on the bed. You may have the couch. He unhurriedly helps me undo the restraints on my hands. However, he shows no intention of standing. Oh, is this going to be the one bed trope? Oh, thank you for the heart, Heather May. You ordered all those dishes earlier. Only then do I realize he needs blood.
I haven't been fed since I was summoned, and the energy I've expended is astronomical.
Oh,
I
really?
planned to go out to feed. Alas, I can't
He's
leave.
so pissed off. The restraints are gone, but his warm hand remains where it is. His thumb caresses the inside of my wrist.
I doubt you want to command a weakened fiend.
He's manipulative. It's already midnight. Letting him feast outside will attract the attention of other mages at the inn. This is literally my first time playing through this myth, and I'm really excited because I've seen so much about it, and plus, I love vampires. They're so cool. Vampires and werewolves, funny enough. Thank you for the heart, Shifty Roar. Of course he knows my concerns. He's simply negotiating. Oh, who do you mean, Shifty
I'll
Roar?
respect your decision, Miss Mage.
I take a deep breath and offer him my wrist. Hurry up and drink. I need to rest. I love
Just so
this
you're
much.
aware, I like the taste of your blood.
Oh my god. Fingertips brush over my veins. Under flickering candlelight, sharp fangs pierce my skin. They're neither brutal nor gentle. The scent of blood fills the air, and I watch him. His eyelashes slightly tremble, and his Adam apple bobs. A crimson hue stains his lips. All of them? That's completely valid. It's been so long since
It's been so long since I've tasted blood that satisfied me this much. Thank you for your generous hospitality.
You're very welcome, sir. I wonder if he was actually hungry or if he's just being himself. After his meal, Sylus lies down on the sofa. He had his fill. Oh, come on the fucking sofa. The night is quiet. Moonlight pours in through the gaps between the curtains and shines on my wounded wrist. The blood has crusted over, and my injury shall heal. Soon nothing will remain but a faint streak of dried blood. This is the immortal body everybody yearns for. Once Sylus helps me enter this sacred core to rewrite my fate, I'll become an ordinary human, one that dies after their blood is drunk. In this era, death often descends without warning. Age, health, wealth, status, nothing can stop death's sudden arrival. This is a world living in death's shadow. Yet I wish to exchange my endless torment that has lasted hundreds of years for death's inevitability. I'm an anomaly in this world, in body and soul. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, where is it? Armageddon? Armageddon Taco? I see it now. After that night, Sylus and I agree to a temporary truce. Our long journey ends and we arrive at Velmure. Worn and weary, I lead him to an estate perched on the city's highlands.
At last, I have the honor of meeting you. Welcome home, Countess.
Before departing for Velmure, I hired a reputable housekeeper to prepare the manor for my arrival.
As per the instructions in your letter, I hired servants to clean the premises and buy the necessary provisions. It's a shame
Hi,
this
Armageddon
magnificent
Taco. How
manor
are you
was empty
doing?
for a long time. It's wonderful that you've decided to claim your inheritance, my lady.
Ooh, I'm rich. Portraits displaying generations of refined women hang along one side of the hall. The housekeeper gazes at them with an expression that reveals reverent admiration. I like to think that maybe I would be like a descendant of Sypha. If you know Castlevania, then you know. She's a very powerful mage. This is my great-grandmother. She's my grandmother, and this is my mother. I point to each portrait as I introduce them to the housekeeper.
Your lineage is unmistakable, my lady. You're the spitting image of your mother and grandmother.
Hell yeah. He doesn't seem very impressed. It's like, family? Puh. Sylus, who's been standing behind me, lets out a soft chuckle. He leans down to whisper into my ear.
You're pretending to be your entire lineage by yourself?
Oh!
You've outdone yourself.
I guess that makes sense since I'm immortal. I wouldn't have any, like, grandparents. It's just her in different eras. I resist the urge to turn again around and glare at him. Instead, I maintain the proper decorum that's expected of nobility.
Please forgive my negligence. May I ask who this gentleman is?
My husband. He's my...
I'm her husband.
Oh! There we go. Yes, we're married.
You may address me as Count Cyrus.
Oh, Cyrus.
My apologies, my lady. You didn't mention your marriage in your letter. I thought... I shall prepare the necessities for the Count at once.
I love that line. I'm her husband. Just claiming it. Taking advantage of the housekeeper's departure, I pull Sylus into the bedroom. Yes, immediately. Let's get into it. What are you planning?
I only said one sentence.
You're supposed to follow my orders. Who gave you permission to define our relationship?
You were going to say that I was your fiancé, yes?
He raises his staff to point at the bedroom door. Then he lifts his left wrist.
What sort of noblewoman allows her fiancé to stay in her bedroom from sunrise to moonset?
I guess for the time, yes.
Velmir won't stop speaking of your name before sundown.
It'd be such a travesty.
But if that's what you want, then it's not too late to change our story.
I've been traveling for so long, I almost forgot the etiquette established by Philosian nobility.
Have you decided? Should I be your fiancé or your husband?
Do I actually get to pick? It matters not.
It's settled then, my dearest wife.
So sweet. I suppress my annoyance and point to the couch on one side of the bedroom. In this room, your place will always be there.
As you wish, my lovely wife.
Oh my god, he's really laying it on thick. It's like, yeah, my wife. Alright, chapter 3. It sounds so... I really love his voice actor. Like, I literally play 11D
The
Space
next item in our collection has been salvaged from
for the
shipwrecked
most part,
relics.
except for Sylus,
Here is
because
a
I love
tortoiseshell
his
incense
voice
box
actor
with
so
relief
much.
carvings. Based on the engravings at the bottom of the box, this appears to be a precious treasure used by a previous dynasty's empress.
Because
remarkably, it still retains traces of its original
well.
fragrance. Ladies and gentlemen, which one of you would like to acquire this? The starting price is 8,000 silver. Please place your bids.
Hi, Fishbone.
Don't forget, the distinguished
Welcome to
guest
the
who acquires
stream.
an item may invite their partner to lead the
Just
next
playing through
dance.
Silas's myth together.
For Daria, my beautiful daughter, I'm willing to offer 10,000 silver.
15,000
We're gonna say like
silver.
a million.
It's for my beloved Miss Ariella.
I yawn listlessly from my corner of the banquet hall. When will they reveal that fragment of Night's whispers?
I didn't expect there to be this many mages present at a ball. We all have the same goal.
Of course. These nobles only consider Night's Whispers to be a poetry collection left behind by Sir Saren. They forgot that he was the greatest archmage in Sylus' history. He was the last one who...
Shh. Lower your voice. Mages are already competitive enough as it is. We don't need nobles to increase the price because of their obsession with being refined, cultured individuals.
So, that's why you're enduring a boring social gathering. What does the poetry collection say about the sacred core?
You should learn the virtue of silence.
It's a shame I'm not a fiend you summoned to blindly follow orders. If you won't tell me, I'll find out through socializing.
Silas glances meaningfully at the group of nobles whispering around us.
Perfect. The nobles here believe a count and countess who have returned from foreign lands are intriguing.
Bastard.
One must be evil to know another villain.
Under the curious glances of those around us, I pretend to affectionately take Silas's arm. Then I lean toward his ear. Saharan was the last mage to enter the sacred core, but that was decades ago.
Oh? I'm assuming you met him then. Did you lose to him? Is that why you missed your chance to enter the sacred core?
Just really trying to get on my nerves. Unhurriedly caressing my cheek, he savors my silence.
I guess the mages believe he wrote a prophecy that tells of the sacred core's next appearance.
This arrogant fiend must have an exceptionally brilliant mind.
Your goals are all so banal. But my curiosity is piqued, I admit. How do you plan to outbid these mages?
A noble repeatedly bidding against them would arouse suspicion. I'm not that foolish. Besides, who says I have to bid?
I see. I've underestimated your intelligence, Countess.
An attendant carrying a silver case steps into the platform, and the Marquis speaks again.
The next item is a fragment from a poetry collection written by Sir Saren. It's called Night's Whispers.
The nobles show little interest, which makes it easy to identify the mages as they reveal eager gazes.
He was more famous as a mage. Several of his poems circulated in a royal court.
Here's my chance. Holding a wine glass, I stand up with my back to the crowd. With the slightest movement of my fingers, the barely perceptible traces of a spell form a tiny glyph in the air.
The starting price is 1,000 silver. Please place your bids.
In a spot that no one has bothered to glance in, an invisible rift appears. It leads directly to the silver case.
5,000 silver.
10,000 silver!
I am willing to offer 20,000 silver!
I channel my energy into the folded space woven by the glyph. I'm ready to silently extract the poetry collection. I wonder which poor soul will end up paying for this empty case. Just as the text is about to pass through the rift, the spatial boundary suddenly falters. Uh-oh. This isn't my spell. Is someone tracing my magic? I hold my breath and add a barrier to the glyph so I can accelerate the flow of energy. If I can complete the transfer before they track me, the rhythmic chorus of competing bits comes to an abrupt halt. Suspicious gazes discreetly fall. Some are directed at me, while others observe the subtle ripples in the air.
I didn't expect so many to have a great interest in a poetry collection. The latest bid was 60,000 silver. Would anyone like to place a higher bid?
A stream of magical power from the center of the hall surges through the rift. It's attempting to clamp down on my energy. It's suffocating. I can hardly breathe. I pretend to be a delicate noblewoman. I press my hand against my forehead as if I'm about to faint. Then I strategically wave the feather fan in my hand. A few feathers silently detach themselves and transform into a semi-transparent threads that dance through the air. They trace an invisible glyph. Beams of light begin to warp. Ripples appear on wine. The edges of the carpet undulate like water, and curtains gently billow.
Did someone open a window? Where is this breeze coming from?
Thank you, Paxi. I've been told a lot that I could be a good, narrator for books. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. The tracking glyph has been destroyed. I continue my performance as a dizzy noblewoman and slightly sway. Someone steadies me from behind.
My lady, why don't you tell me when something catches your fancy? You wouldn't need to be so stressed.
Glaring at him, I lower my voice. Since you know what I'm doing, you should help instead of mocking me.
Here's a hint for all of you. The next dance is
Oh,
called
are we gonna dance?
Moonshadow Waltz. For those of you who are interested in being the lead dancer with their partner, this is your final opportunity. 60,000 silver!
I'm glad you're enjoying it too, Armageddon. I appreciate it. If I could make this a gig, I would. Not again. Another wave of stronger energy attacks from a different direction. I try to create another glyph.
Since you earnestly made a request for my services.
Sylus snaps his fingers behind me. On one side of the banquet hall, an elderly man suddenly collapses.
Sir, what's wrong? What's happening? Someone has fainted?
Quick! Call for a physician!
I shall abide by your wishes.
He's just ensuing chaos. You're causing trouble. Do we need to draw more attention?
You asked for my assistance, yet you're unhappy with my methods. I didn't kill him. That's already being discreet.
Sir Saren's poetry collection for 60,000
Man,
silver.
I'm glad
60,000
surprised that it's
silver
lasting that
going
long.
Once. Go.
100,000 silver.
Did you say 100,000 silver? Sir...
I'm Count Cyrus, and I am willing to pay 100,000 silver.
After speaking calmly, he looks at me with an enigmatic smile.
Since you've been compromised, I might as well buy it legitimately.
Him throwing his money is so on point. Of course he would. I thought he was going to say 1 million. Where will you get the silver?
I thought you were the wealthy one here.
And he's using my money too. Oh my goodness.
As your husband, I need to prove myself worthy.
But hey, I would totally, spoil him with money.
100,000 silver! Sold! Congratulations to Count Cyrus on acquiring Night's Whispers.
I'll be the sugar mama this time around. Sylus unhurriedly steps forward, and a dazzling gemstone gleams in his hand.
This little stone should be sufficient.
The gemstone is worth at least 200,000 silver. Where did he get it from?
Velmir hasn't seen a noble spend so lavishly in quite some time. I heard only mages have an interest in this poetry collection. Could you be one as well?
I'm sorry. I'm unaware of their strange curiosities. The story is what caught my eye.
He takes the silver case from the attendant's hands, opens it, and removes a worn, unremarkable book.
Supposedly, this archmage witnessed the death of his lover in his youth, and she was a poet. Before she died, She left behind a blank page in her manuscript and asked him to complete it for her. Thus, on that same night every year, he used forbidden magic to send a newly written page of poetry to his lover, until they formed a complete collection. These pages are his lover's epitaph.
How romantic. Sylus opens the poetry collection to a random page and begins to read out loud. Ugh, I'm ready for this.
Beneath frozen tears' firmament, the rose in the mist eternally sleeps. Her petals bloom with the illusion's blood. She guides those marked by destiny to a place where none dare to venture.
A rose in the mist. I inexplicably react to those words, and in the depths of my heart something trembles.
I didn't know the poetry collection concealed a beautiful tragedy. It's the first time I've heard of it.
I was only made aware of the tale a few days ago, yet I knew I had to obtain it. Regardless of the price I must pay, I needed to give it to my wife.
Oh, for me? How sweet. In the room, all eyes are on us. He hands the old book to me.
My lady, we have only tasted the beginning of marriage's joys. However, my commitment to spend my lifetime with you surpasses life itself.
Wow.
I believe the Count wishes to extend an invitation to his wife for the next
yes.
dance.
Let me dance with my husband.
My dearest wife, would you be so kind as to dance with me?
Of course, my love. Everyone is watching our every move. I have no choice but to put on a blissful smile and place my hand in his. Sylus gracefully leads me to the dance floor, and he guides me into a gentle spin. My dress sweeps in an arc as every movement flows with practiced grace. When we finish the first part of our dance, the other guests join in. Their silk garments ripple outward like waves. Where did you hear that story from? Did the previous mages who summoned you reveal it?
I came up with the fantasy myself. It
Impressive.
happened decades ago. No one remembers it anymore. People will believe anything you tell them.
Unless he's referring to his other myth. Our dance elegantly continues as we move to a corner of the banquet hall. A decorative mirror with a golden frame catches my eye. In fact, he is probably referencing his past myth because of the whole rose? Didn't we put a rose near his heart? And that's why she reacted? He holds me with one arm as I follow his lead. I lean back and turn my head. I'm startled to see only myself in the mirror. I mean, he is a vampire. My dress twirls and I raise my arms. I feel his grip on my waist. Yet the mirror only shows me dancing alone.
Mirrors in this world cannot reflect beings from the underworld.
For some reason, his nonchalant tone stirs a certain emotion. I hesitate before using our dance to lead him elsewhere.
Are you afraid they'll discover my existence? To these people,
This is
I
the
shouldn't
third
exist.
myth for Sylus. This is chapter 3. To them, neither of us should exist. So, we're the same.
Curious. A mage compared herself to a fiend.
Our dance concludes. Since today's objective has been achieved, I take Sylus's arm and make an excuse to leave the ballroom. I'm still perplexed. If that person didn't trace my spell in the beginning, none of the other mages would have noticed me. That ripple was quick and precise. I have no idea how they managed to detect me. As I speak, I'm recreating the scene in my mind. The first ripple didn't spread from where the mages were gathered. It was within 3 meters of me. My heart almost jumps out of my chest as I look at him. Was it you?
Don't let your mood be so easily affected. Remember, we're still in someone else's mansion.
Well, I oughta.
Our actions at this ball will become the gossip passed between guests.
He was stopping me.
Is fighting your husband who gave you a precious item a wise choice?
I grit my teeth before forcing myself to smile for Marquis Swain as he comes to bid us farewell.
By tomorrow morning, the tale of your loving devotion will be known throughout Velmure.
Today's ball was truly memorable. Once we're home, we'll savor it for a long time. Wouldn't you agree, my beloved?
Thank you for your hospitality, Marquez. This evening has been delightful.
We shall take our leave. I hope you'll rest well.
Oh, it's just gonna be the 2 of us at home. Now I can fight him. As soon as we returned to our residence, I ordered the servants to retire to the East Annex. Only Sylus and I remain in the main building. Go on, reveal the reasons for your betrayal.
Me? A traitor? I wouldn't refer to it as a betrayal, let alone insubordination. I suggest you call it a test.
What right do you have to test your summoner? He slowly unbuttons his collar. Ooh.
You must endure these sorts of trials if you want me to stay. And to serve you, I must confirm your true capabilities.
I scoff. With my hand behind my back, I begin to draw a glyph. Why don't we fight then? You're the one who should be tested. Oh, they're actually gonna fight. We attack almost simultaneously, and energy warps the air. Currents clash as rumbling shakes the entire building. Don't aim your attacks to the right. You'll hit my 300-year-old portrait.
You're so cautious for a simple duel. And you desire to enter the sacred core.
Let's assume you break those antique vases. Who will provide an explanation to the housekeeper tomorrow?
I could destroy all those portraits in that case. We can say your ancestors' spirits appeared at midnight for a family reunion.
He laughs as he speaks. His staff sends out a stream of black-red energy orbs. Even if they did disappear, they'll only remind you of your place. I steady the teetering crystal glass, the one hand while releasing a glyph with another. I deflect his attack and force him to retreat to the staircase. Our battle moves beyond the Great Hall as we fight our way upstairs. When the door to the bedroom is kicked open, we're already disheveled. Our battle has drained our energy. Having used too many spells, I sit on the edge of the bed to catch my breath. Sylus rests on the carpet and tilts his head.
Neither of us are dead. I suppose we'll continue this at another time.
I don't respond, collapsing onto the bed as drowsiness overtakes me, but he stands up and pokes my shoulder repeatedly.
I'm hungry. Let me drink from you.
At least he asked. I don't even have the strength to glare at him. I roll over instead. Leave me. Yet Sylus lies down next to me on the bed. He leisurely spreads out his limbs. You're not allowed to be here! I turn and kick him off, but he lies there with his eyes closed. He refuses to budge.
I can't drink blood and the couch isn't comfortable. You either let me dine or allow me to rest well tonight.
Bastard. Hi, Amoeba. Welcome to the stream. Furious, I gnash my teeth, but I'm too exhausted to keep fighting. All I can do is turn and bury my face in the pillow. The fatigue from using my energy washes over me. My consciousness quickly blurs into nothing. They could tire each other out doing something very different. But I guess this works. I had a dream. Endless rose bushes line a path enshrouded in mist. I walk forward as the mist grows thicker. Taking a breath makes me feel sluggish. A blurry silhouette appears and vanishes in the distance. I can't help but follow it. I don't know how long I've been walking until I reach the end of the path. Intense flames and blood-red mist swirl to create a sight befitting of hell. I see myself, running between the blood-red mist and raging fire. I run as thick smoke erupts violently from the ground. It pursues me from every direction.
Don't look back.
A voice that's familiar yet strange falls near my ear. Yet it's seemingly from a distant place. I turn my head back. A pair of crimson eyes stare at me. They're so familiar that it makes my heart race with dread. But the face in the mist is akin to sunlight shattered by rippling water. It's impossible to focus on. The edges of the dream are burning. I wonder if it's the future or the past. Alright, chapter 4. Last night's dream repeats in my mind, especially that familiar yet strange voice and those eyes. But I don't want to be preoccupied with such matters unless it concerns clues related to the sacred's core. A rose in the mist. The poetry in Night's whispers in my dream direct me to the same image. I don't believe this is a coincidence. When dawn's light begins to touch the world, I'm already at my desk. I carefully examine the fragments of ancient poetry. The spaces between verses are hiding incantations? My fingers trace the faint magical residue hidden within the pages. I follow the patterns of verse breaks, rhyme schemes, and the irregular arrangement of ancient grammar. The fragmented incantations are pieced together to form a map. Siren lived decades ago. This map must be from that era. I approach the bookshelf and search through my collection of maps depicting the royal capital. I must identify the exact location.
You're already awake. I guess yesterday didn't leave you that exhausted.
He already knows. Like I just said, that there was a whole other way they could have gotten exhausted. Watch your tongue. More sarcasm means I'm more likely to let you starve.
My lady, may I come in to clean?
I don't know if he's hungry.
What kind of threat is that? You're not the only one with flesh and blood.
Exactly. You won't target innocent humans. I warn him with a look as I tell the maid to come in.
My lady, when I was arranging the bed before, I was worried you and the Count...
I glance at the messy bed, then I force myself to smile as I link arms with Sylus and lead him out of the bedroom. I mean, they were causing a ruckus last night.
My lady, my lord, this is a painter who specializes in aristocratic portraits. The central part of the Great Hall cannot remain empty.
Yes, let's get a painting of us both. I know this is a tradition for Velmir's noble families. Refusing would only arouse suspicion, so I have no choice but to follow the painter's directions.
My lady, please send a loving gaze to the Count. My lord, you may hold the Countess more closely.
Oh, they're going to be doing this for hours.
My lady, you have my permission to lean on me.
Thanks for stopping
if
by,
you're
Foxy
tired.
Glove. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. I look at his teasing gaze and force myself to speak with a stiff smile. We should have asked the painter to use a gladiatorial arena as our background.
In such a landscape, it's kill or be killed. I don't believe it suits our marriage. After all, not even death can sever our bond.
I can feel the passion in your gaze alone. It's rare to paint a lively couple. I will ensure your portrait captures your essence perfectly.
Thank you for the follow, Mimi. I rub my sore shoulders as I copy the poetry collection's hidden map into a thin piece of parchment. Then I compare each section to old maps. The convergence point is on the outskirts of the former dynasty's royal capital. This is an underground vault in the old royal capital. We're leaving tonight.
You're well acquainted with
Thanks
it.
for stopping by, Paxi.
Living a long life.
hope you have a
does
wonderful
have its
dinner.
perks, I see.
No amount of sarcasm will change the fact that you must obey me. I lift my wrist and wave it threateningly. Save your strength for when we enter the vault. Remember that your freedom and hunger are in my hands.
Oh, your arrogance is second to none.
He pulls me to my feet.
Let's go. Between freedom and hunger, you'll have to satisfy at least one.
The entrance to the ancient royal capital's vault has been sealed. Its wards are stacked upon one another to serve as an impenetrable barrier. I use the incantation I decoded from the poetry collection to break through several layers. Sylus impatiently waves his staff and tears through the final seal. He does. He has such a old money type of laugh. A hidden stone door slowly opens. Behind it is a painting lying on the ground. At its center is a small path entwined with wild grass and overgrown with roses. In the depths of the mist, a lone figure walks into the distance. It matches my dream. The painting and images from my dream come to life. It's as if flames wrapped in thick smoke might erupt from the ground at any moment.
Don't let it affect you.
My hubby is here. I'll be fine. Sylus taps the canvas with his staff.
It's been infused with energy and appears to contain a seal.
If it's a glyph, we should be able to decode it. One end of his staff begins to glow with a crimson light, and it reveals the faint outline of a glyph under the painting. Layer by layer, the glyphs appear in sequence, but just as they're about to connect, they stop.
It won't open. We'll need to utilize a specific method.
Why do you sound like you already know the answer? Fluctuating energy in a place like this? Computer! Stop! Subtle ripples put me in alert as several figures burst in through the stone doorway. I can sense their murderous intent before they cast their spells.
You won't escape this time.
Several lightning bolts fall. The cracks on the ground are reminiscent of a spider web, and dust fills the underground vault. Strange, I made sure to cover my tail. How did they find me so quickly?
I thought you'd be more secretive after succeeding at the auction.
Thank you
I
for the
didn't
follow,
think
Jocelyn.
You'd be so proud that you couldn't hide yourself properly.
I like the accent on that NPC. I recall the tracking spell Sylus secretly cast at the auction. You again? Is he just trying to make things harder for us? Another mage raises his hand and releases black threads from his fingertips. I'm forced to set aside my anger to focus on the fight. Are you going to stand there and watch?
I can't help myself, my lady. Your fight with them was too captivating.
He twirls his staff to effortlessly block a lightning bolt, but he shows no intention of striking back. Draining my energy here won't break our linkage.
We won't know until we try.
He's really trying to get out of this. Intricate glyphs rise with incantations to conjure silver wings in the air that close in. They threaten to strangle us where we stand. Sylus, you're a useless fiend in the underworld. He cleaves through one of the rings.
Why don't you go down there with me and see which of us is
Yes,
truly
this is the most
useless
recent
then?
myth for Sylus. I don't have time to argue with you at the moment.
Ah, so we were arguing.
I dodge the rapidly spinning rings, retreat to his side, and grab his hand. If you don't help me now, don't ever think about drinking my blood again.
Is that a threat or an invitation?
It's an order. Eliminate them.
As you wish, my dearest wife.
The shadow beneath his feet begins to stretch and twist. A crimson light shines from the depths of his gaze, and black-red mist surges from his staff. Amongst the mages, his movements are gracefully yet ruthless. Our opponents can't cry out in surprise before they collapse between flashes of blood-red light. Thank you for the share, Alex. And thank you all for liking the stream. 1,162. Let's go. As the last mage falls to his knees, Sylus suddenly bends down and bites the man's neck. Blood overflows from the wound. The man doesn't even have time to struggle before dying. Noticing my frown, he wipes the blood from the corner of his mouth with a silk handkerchief and calmly walks to the next mage.
Your furrowed brow reminds me of an intricate glyph. Can you blame me, though? I haven't eaten in days. If this continued, the Archfiend's sovereign would have become the sovereign of hunger.
He picks up another unconscious mage.
Your blood is special. One sip is worth half their lives. But since you're unwilling, I'll have to make do.
You lured in these mages for that? He bites the man's throat, and after taking 2 gulps, a subtle change appears in his eyes.
Not necessarily.
Blood splurts out and splashes onto the bottom of the painting. As it seeps into the edge, the glyphs flare with an intense red light. The thick blood-red mist surges upward from the glyph and spreads out. In the mist, the stone doors slowly close. Sylus, run! I dash toward the exit, but a whisper reaches my ear.
You're too slow.
He's gonna fly us out of there? Embracing me from behind, he unfurls his silver wings and flies away. He breaks through the ceiling to reach the night sky. At night, Velmur sits under a cold silver, its tiled rooftops reflecting the waning moon's light. Blood-red mist silently encroaches through the streets and alleys and rises toward the sky. The cold moonlight is slowly stained. What will this blood mist do to Velmur's people?
Weren't you willing to do whatever it takes to enter the sacred core? Yet you worry about strangers.
Despite his sarcasm, he holds me more tightly. Sylus, you never actually asked me why I want to enter the sacred core.
Countless people wish to rewrite their lives. You're not the first, nor will you be the last.
What about you? Do you wish to do the same? The blood mist churns in the wind. No longer a mere shadow encompassing the streets, it's an omen unfurling across the sky. Yet within me rises a tranquility I haven't felt in ages. It's as if in some distant past, I had looked upon an ebony city like this. From her last myth. In the future, I'll give you blood.
Are you trying to say we'll compromise?
So long as you stop giving me these trials.
Your offer for a truce is more sincere than I expected.
You'll accept it?
An agreement this important needs a proper acknowledgement. Hold on tight.
Sylus lands on our residence rooftop with me in his arms. The wind lifts his cloak and the hem of my clothes. I try to jump down, but he doesn't let go. Instead, he sits on the roof with me, still in his embrace. He lowers his head to take in my scent.
Has anyone ever told you that after you cast spells, you radiate a unique warmth? It corresponds to your energy.
Aside from you, who else would notice?
If I'm the only one, that's even better.
I bet Valko could sense it too. On a humid night under cold moonlight, he slowly licks my cheek. Ooh. Getting a bit steamy.
The warmth of a spell's embers on your skin is enchanting.
His moist breath travels down my cheek and neck. His lips brush against my wrist, and a smile forms on his face. Didn't you already...
I flew across half the city while carrying you. Even fiends know what exhaustion is.
Excuses.
As we've discussed before, formal agreements require a proper acknowledgement to be finalized.
What kind of acknowledgement is this supposed to be? Despite my internal skepticism, I don't pull away.
Since you've agreed, let's sign it. With my power, you shall tear open fate's gates. And with your blood, I'll maintain my invincible form.
His warm lips gently press against my wrist.
The moonlight will be our witness on this night, at this hour.
Ooh, damn! Pain courses through me as his sharp teeth pierce my skin. I shudder as a strange tingling sensation spreads from the wound to my fingertips. Oh girl, it's not just strange. My fingers graze my palm. They move in tandem with his lips and teeth as he sucks my blood. Same here, Amoeba, same here. It's meticulous and slow, as if he's savoring a rich, exquisite elixir. It lasts for a long time until the blood-red mist gradually envelops the silvery white moon. Ooh! Oh my god! So spicy. Alright, we have chapter 5 now. I'm going to be streaming for another 50 minutes. So, depending on where we are, I might have to end it maybe after this chapter or the next, because they're around at least 30 minutes. Thank you for the follow, Martzi. Oh, thank you, Starlight. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to, I wish I could credit the artist. The credit, I mean, is found on my Twitch channel. So if you look at the About Me page, you can see all the information because I am so proud of this model. It's exactly how I wanted it. The flowers on either side are no longer blooming. Their petals fade and curl one by one before transforming into silent ash at my feet. The mist clears to reveal a dead garden at the end of the path. Charred vines with roses ensnared broken colonnades. They're akin to memories that lost their life yet refuse to fade. Looking up, I see Velmure. It's no different from a hanging scroll slowly peeling away, its colors fading layer by layer until everything dissolves into gray mist.
When the roses bloom again, will you remember who I am now?
Oh my god, is this his dragon version? Oh my god. That is my favorite myth. I want to remember you, but will you still be the same when the time comes?
So long as our souls remain unchanged, we'll surely.
Oh my god. Don't make me tear up. Oh my goodness. I open my eyes to find blood-red sunlight filtering through the gaps in the curtains. There's a thin layer of eerie mist in the bedroom. Was that a dream?
You're awake?
Oh. I try to sit up, but the arms around my waist tighten. Oh, I'm pulled back against a firm chest. Ooh, they really did it last night. You release me. Who said you could sleep here? Oh, yes, we definitely did it. His annoying arms ignore me and make me face him.
You slept so soundly last night that I couldn't wake you up.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't a kind gentleman who carried you back to your room, you'd be sunbathing on the roof.
I wouldn't put him past him. I wouldn't put that past him, but he is a gentleman, so thankfully.
Worry not. When I walked in, I told the housekeeper that you were exhausted from dancing. No one will suspect anything.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying I should be thanking you for your thoughtfulness?
I'm honored.
A maid enters with a tray that has my breakfast. Once she sets it down, she helps me bathe.
Did you have any strange dreams last night, my lady? I dreamed of a path covered in roses, and when I woke up, I held a rose petal in my hand.
Interesting. Why is it similar to my dream? What else did you see?
I can't remember. The path was hidden in a heavy mist, and everything was blurry.
I question all the servants, and they say they experienced similar dreams. By evening, the entire city is talking about this strange dream. In a world where death can strike at any moment, people believe this as an ill omen. Panic spreads. This is when they start picking up their pitchforks against us. In the flickering candlelight, I once again open Night's Whispers and search the fragmented text for the blood mist. When the mist kisses the rose and its petals fall, the Supreme shall awaken from its eternal slumber.
Do you believe this refers to the sacred core?
In a book I once read, there was a record of a powerful magic spell. Considered forbidden, it's called the Rose Dream Plague. It can force an entire city to witness the same dream. In other words, it's a disease that infects one's dream. Only Saharan would have the power to seal forbidden magics within a painting from decades ago.
Is he truly kind-hearted to show later generations the path to the sacred core? This could be him mocking people like you.
At least his insults toward me wouldn't be as frequent as yours. What about you, Count? Did you dream last night? Are your dreams the same as humans? Or do fiends have no dreams? He gives a non-committal smile, but his eyes show no traces of amusement.
Rather than concern yourself with whether or not I'm like you should focus on searching for the clues about the sacred core.
He doesn't answer my question. For some reason, I'm certain his dream had something he didn't want to see. Dreaming of his past life, maybe? That night, Sylus had a dream. In it, Akash died in blossoming roses. When he woke up, he thought it was ridiculous. Dreaming of an immortal's death was a cruel, ill-timed joke. But the lingering remnants of the dream prevented him from showing his usual mocking smile. He still remembered the complex emotions from the dream, chaotic, melancholic, and a pain tearing his soul apart. She is a mage who summoned him, and this is a game to pass the time in his long existence. How could your death cause me so much agony? Sylus realized that although he was no longer dreaming, he was still affected by the emotions from his dream. Did I lose my mind after drinking your blood? He laughed at himself, his knuckles gently brushing over the girl next to him. Her skin was smooth, warm. He held this bundle of warmth in his arms as if to dispel the vivid despair from his dream. He thought it was just a dream. Yes, it was just a dream. Oh, it's the first time they've ever done third person, I think. And I kind of like it. I mean, I don't really self-insert, but I don't mind reading it in first person. Blood-red mist hangs over Velmure. Stubbornly refusing to disperse, it becomes a veil that enshrouds the city day and night. After the initial panic, people grew accustomed to the city's disturbing color. In this era where death's shadow looms, no one can predict if they will be pushed into the abyss by fate's hands tomorrow. People continue to seek comfort in magic, and the mages use any means necessary to enter the sacred core and rewrite fate. Sylus and I followed a trail of clues entwined with dreams, poetry, and the blood mist. Velmure is a painting slowly corroded by time. Despite our extensive travels, useful information remains scarce.
Marquis Swain passed away from an illness several days ago. My lady, my lord, you attended a ball he hosted when you first arrived in Belmure. Do you remember?
At the dining table, Sylus and I exchanged glances, but the housekeeper's expression remains as calm as ever. He looked hale back then. I don't know if
They say his
pale.
heart stopped beating. Such tragedies aren't uncommon, yet everyone believes it's connected to the ominous mist. All the nobles are desperately inviting mages to divine their fate and extend their lifespans. If my lady and my lord wish it, I can arrange for one to visit you.
I guess she doesn't realize that she's a mage, at least.
My lady, my lord, today's steak is selected from the healthiest calves, raised on farms outside the city. It's been seared at a low temperature with herb butter.
That sounds so good. The elderly chef anxiously watches as the maid serves the dishes. He casts uneasy glances at Sylus while his voice unconsciously drops to a whisper.
If the Count doesn't find it beneath him, please, do try it.
Hi, Ash. Honestly, if you get into Love in Deep Space, it's possible to play as a free-to-play if you made at least one of the love interests. But it becomes difficult if you have multiple interests. Like for me, I currently main Sylus, Zane, and Caleb, and I would have mained Falco as well, but that's way too many. So I've had to buy additional like diamonds and stuff in order to get all the cards that I want. So it is possible, but it's just a matter of how much you're willing to pay or if you're not willing to, and who you're interested in. I wish I could tell the chef that the Count is only interested in my blood. To my surprise, Sylus picks up his knife and fork, cuts a small piece of steak, and places it in his mouth to chew.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it really isn't that bad.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and prepare the dessert.
The housekeeper and maids also visibly relax, and the atmosphere in the dining room seems to improve by a considerable amount. So Sylus can be like this too.
What is it?
It's nothing. I saw a hint of humanity in the Count, and I'm not used to it.
Perhaps. I've been drinking too much of my wife's blood and was
Thank you for the
infected
follow,
with the
Ash.
consumption.
Appreciate it. I glare at him as a servant delivers a letter to the housekeeper.
It's from Duke Bass. His Grace has invited you to a hunt.
They still wish to hunt as blood mist covers the sky? Do they not fear death anymore?
My lady, you may not be aware, but ever since the blood mist descended, extremely rare animals have appeared in the royal hunting grounds outside the city.
Interesting.
Oh. How rare are they exactly?
They say deer with silver horns and pheasants exhibiting golden feathers were spotted, and they've only been depicted in books. All the noble families are competing to hunt them.
Sylus and I exchange a glance. We recognize the interest in each other's eyes. Unusual animals suddenly appearing. This might be connected to the sacred core.
Since His Grace gave us an invitation, there's no reason for us to refuse. Besides, my lady should acquire new attire. A custom hunting outfit should do.
She'd wear trousers, I'd imagine. That'd be cool. I wish there were more trousers in this game. I'm not even kidding. Sunlight pierces the crimson mist and cascades over the forest located in the royal hunting grounds. Every leaf is coated with a blood-red light. The horns sound, hounds bark wildly as they run, and dozens of magnificent horses gallop through the woods. They temporarily disperse the eerie atmosphere that looms over the forest.
Look, there's a deer with white markings.
Oh, yes. In the distance, a herd of startled deer race into the forest steps, their furs adorned with vine-like white patterns.
Is that a peacock? There are wild peacocks here?
On the other side, a silver peacock stands on a large rock while displaying its tail. Its feathers shimmer with an almost surreal quality. The nobles are frenzied over these supernatural sights. Their servants and horses divide the forest into chaotic, noisy sections.
I guess none of these creatures are your actual targets.
Sylus rides a tall, dark red hunter horse. His posture is impeccable, yet he possesses an ineffable ease. I could almost believe he's going for a casual stroll. According to the books I've read, when the sacred core is about to manifest, living creatures are transformed by powerful magic. They become incredibly beautiful.
Are there any tomes you haven't read? You're a walking sacred core encyclopedia.
Encyclopedias are thick. Those who can only make nasty remarks should be careful, lest their skulls be crushed by one. An unusual magical force slowly reaches out from the depths of the forest. It's akin to slender, cold tentacles. Sylus?
I sense it. Let's follow it.
We avoid the groups and track the magical force into the dense forest. The blood-red mist thickens and a streak of disturbing white flashes. It's a white crow, its feathers as pure as snow. A rose vine crawls out from its back. A semi-transparent bud grows on the vine, and thin streams of blood are flowing within it. Oh my god, Miffy! It's a magical creature. Oh yes, there are different genres within the game. Like there are some like apocalyptic, there's some sci-fi, there's like recently there was like a whole movie theme. So yeah, it definitely touches on different genres. I dismount, my fingers moving rapidly as a glyph appears on the ground. The glyph wraps itself around it, akin to a chain. It's about to tighten and trap the white crow. A dozen blurry figures appear in the mist. They transform it into sharp spikes and unleash a barrage of attacks.
It's not yours!
Uh-oh. Before I can dodge, Sylus is already in front of me. He twirls his staff to block the spikes.
You'll be unable to obtain anything with this speed.
Sylus, these are illusions.
I already knew that. The real spellcaster is hiding amongst them.
Oh, I like the music in the background.
Attack with me.
I swing my staff with him. Crystals expand into a glyph and pierce the illusions in the mist.
These people severely underestimated the connection between a husband and wife. What do you say, my lady?
I suppose you refuse to miss any chance to flaunt our relationship count. We trade bards as usual, yet our rapport in battle flows more smoothly than ever. The mages who want to take the White Crow are forced to retreat. Powerless, they can't fight back. I turn to activate another glyph. I'll capture the White Crow. A familiar nauseating agony explodes in my chest. My breath is almost cut off. I fall to my knees in the cold, damp mud, and the power of my glyph dissipates. Why is it even worse than before? My vision blurs. I can only see Sylus rushing through the mist. He catches me before my face lands to the ground.
Your body.
She can't move. Here's our chance.
The dozen or so mages surround us and raise their hands in unison. The ground erupts with blinding white light, accompanied by a deafening roar. Spiraling rings of light rise.
I can't kill them all when the linkage is limiting me. They need to come closer.
5 rings of light rotate in various positions and mesh together in a fear-like fashion as they close in. My energy and Sylus's are draining. Several...
At last.
Within range, Sylus cuts through the group of mages. Akin to a blade, his staff repeatedly pierces their chests.
You want to drain my energy? Pay for it with your blood.
Fiend! It's a fiend who drinks blood!
Nobles drawn in by the commotion hide. Keeping their distance, their faces turn ashen as they witness Sylus furiously drink the mage's blood. The spiral glyph continues to move, and my energy is almost gone. The excruciating pain shatters my body into countless pieces. Sylus. He returns to my side, his eyes flashing with a savage intensity, yet they brim with a certain determination. He raises his wrist and pierces his skin with his fangs. Bright red blood winds down his arm.
Drink.
I feel a a fear in the depths of my subconscious and used my last ounce of strength to shake my head.
You don't have a choice.
He grabs my jaw and presses his wrist against my mouth. When my tongue touches his skin, his blood reminds me of burning embers. It explodes inside me and churns in my veins. My heartbeat is all I can hear as it's accompanied by a sharp burning pain, yet it's quickly dispelling the weakness and oppressive sensation in my body. The mist around us suddenly churns and swirls as if countless hidden eyes are opening within it. The gear-like glyph is silent, its light dissolving into the mist.
Lean on me. We'll leave this place.
Our figures vanish into the depths of the blood mist as Sylus holds me. Ooh. Alright. Maybe one more chapter? We'll see where it takes us. In my hazy consciousness, I can only feel a warm, thick, strange, yet intoxicating liquid between my lips. My throat tightens as I greedily drink it. I'm savoring the sweetest poison drawn from darkness itself.
A little more.
Ooh.
Breathe.
Oh.
You're doing well.
Oh my god. I slowly open my eyes, and my vision is only filled with a dark crimson hue. Blood? I realize my tongue is lapping Sylus's wrist, his blood slowly trickling down from the corner of my lips. I quickly move back and sit up, only to discover that I'm lying in a stone coffin. It's adorned with intricate carvings.
Welcome home, Countess.
Oh, is she a vampire now? Where am I? My home doesn't have anything like this. I look around. This place resembles an underground vault with walls made of dark stone. Candlelight casts shadows that stretch into monstrous shapes.
Of course. This is my home. I could use another descriptor. Welcome to the underworld, Miss Mage.
The underworld? How could a human possibly enter this place?
They would have to drink my blood.
The metallic taste of blood lingers in my mouth, but I'm not repulsed by it. How strange. The suffocating feeling from before has subsided without me noticing, but the pain inside my body still reminds me of everything that happened. The white crow, the Cluse's sacred core must be on it. I force myself to climb out of the stone coffin, but when my feet touch the ground, I collapse from excruciating agony. The white feathery figure flies across the underground chamber and lands gracefully on Sylus's shoulder.
Here's your clue. In your current pitiful state, you shouldn't be running around willy-nilly.
This magical creature can enter the underworld too?
Since it was prey that caught your interest, my lady, I naturally couldn't let it escape. I'll admit, it's peculiar. I've never seen a magical creature that can freely travel between the human world and the underworld before.
Sylus helps me stand. The white crow shows no intention of flying away. Instead, it tilts its head as it watches me. The vine on its back sways gently. With each breath, its bud remaining tightly closed as if it's hiding secrets. I wonder how long it would take for the flower to bloom.
When it happens, what you're looking for might reveal itself. But your weakness has been exposed. Those mages won't give you a moment to breathe anymore. If you leave now, you'll be walking into death's sweet embrace.
His eyes reveal their typical mocking gleam, but there's a hint of genuine concern. I remain silent for a moment. The intense anguish coursing through my body forces me to lean on him for support. If you don't mind me staying here, then I'll wait for the rose to bloom, Count.
I have welcomed you from the very beginning.
Picks me up. Carrying me, he climbs the stairs.
Now that you're staying, let's help you become acquainted with our home, my lady.
He's giving me Dracula vibes now. And his moving castle. Oh, and his organ, of course. Sylus and I reach the top of the staircase. The scenery greeting my eyes is so breathtaking that I almost forget my pain. Inside the massive castle with its vaulted ceiling, bright candlelight reflects off countless treasures. Its radiance is dreamlike and dangerous. Massive beast skulls hang as decorations. Crystals taller than a person contain strange weapons and items that shimmer with otherworldly glow. Is this how you live in the underworld? No wonder you hate being summoned.
They're nothing more than trophies. Opponents I've defeated here, mages who tried to summon me only to die. I always keep one item from each of them as a souvenir.
His nonchalance sends chills down my spine. So this place is actually a graveyard.
Your sense of humor never fails to delight me. Even if this is a graveyard, it's been deathly quiet for a long time. I've run out of rivals in the underworld. There are no fiends who dare to challenge me. And I can count the mages who survived long enough to complete the summoning ritual on one hand in the past century. So, I'm bored.
I'm also a mage who summoned you. Are you planning to take a souvenir from me? He glances at me.
We'll discuss that after you're dead.
So you also have a sense of humor.
It's a pity that the underworld and the human world lack individuals like you who appreciate it. It seems my sense of humor is destined to only entertain you.
As he carries me around to brag about his keepsakes with great enthusiasm, I catch a glimpse of something within the castle. Is that a pipe organ? In the midst of flickering golden lights stands a silent, imposing, dust-covered pipe organ. Its wooden casing has lost its luster, as if it's been forgotten in the depths of time.
Can you play it?
He places me on the bench, and I press a few keys. Oh, I love the pipe organ. Unsurprisingly, some are out of tune. Others don't produce any sound.
That's normal. No one has ever played it.
And you consider it normal? A room of treasures arranged around a broken pipe organ? Is it special to you? Sylus doesn't answer. He picks me up again and carries me. I'm about to ask more questions, but the sight before me makes me forget my curiosity. Ooh, this is a new background. On the balcony, the wind is as cold as a knife's edge. The underworld sky doesn't resemble daytime or nighttime. It remains an unchanging gray. The world before me is distorted and fragmented. Buildings of various architectural styles are present as far as the eye can see. It's as if they've been violently pieced together. In the distance, a crimson barren mountain rises. Large rock chunks float around its edge. Beyond that lies a motionless sea. Akin to a glass sculpture, the waves are frozen as they break. The underworld described in various books is nothing like this.
You should read less nonsense.
These structures seem to be from different worlds. What exactly is this realm?
A graveyard.
An indescribable shudder spreads from the depths of my heart. I don't understand. He slightly turns his head, his gaze passing me like the wind.
You're not the only one who wants to rewrite fate. And there are other timelines with people such as yourself. Have you ever wondered where those discarded fates go? Established cause and effect cannot vanish into thin air. A place must receive these fragments erased from various timelines. When enough fragments accumulate, they form ruins. The underworld is a fate's graveyard.
Similar to a hunter searching for a carrion, above a graveyard, the white crow soars in the distant gray sky. I don't know if I'm stunned by Sylus's words or affected by the countless energy surrounding me. A ringing noise floods my ears and my limbs weaken.
The magnetic field here is too chaotic. Your body isn't strong enough to stay outside for too long.
Without saying another word, Sylus shifts me into his arms and carries me back. Black red mist flows out to seal the doors and windows behind us. So far in all the other mists I've seen, there have been like bits and pieces of their former lives, or like it hints at the fact that they have different timelines. Back in the stone chamber beneath the castle, what was once eerie now feels comforting by comparison. It's suddenly quiet in here. The stone chamber shields me from the chaos outside, and even my breathing becomes steady again.
Only being quiet isn't enough.
He places me back into the ornate stone coffin. Noticing my look of protest, he pats my hand to reassure me.
You'll recover faster here.
No wonder you use the stone coffin as a bed. However, humans need plenty of food to recover. We can't just rest.
You only require blood now. There's no need for regular meals anymore.
Dauntless, I grab his hand. I've been eating human food for hundreds of years. I can't quit. Even if my body doesn't need it, I still need food to sustain my mind. Otherwise, I'll keep pestering you. Ugh, my girl knows that food is still important.
How troublesome.
I hear rummaging. Then Sylus quickly returns with several pouches in his hands.
You're fortunate. In the underworld, my abode is the only one where human food can still be found.
I wonder who's the unfortunate mage you scavenged them from. This food isn't centuries old, is it?
It's 100 years old. It's fresh compared to you.
Wow. There are traces of magical seals on the pouches. Mages typically use this method to preserve food for extended periods. But no mage expects their food to last 100 years.
Are you going to eat it or not?
I'll try. Sylus's face shows disdain, yet his movements are swift and efficient as he opens the pouches and lights a fire in the stone chamber to heat the food. What a good husband. Oh, I love when he hums, especially in the home area. Ugh. I look at the cold, gloomy stone chamber and the coffin I'm lying in. Then my gaze lands on his busy, happy figure. Sylus, were you this elated when you were alone here? He pours the heated, sticky mass of food onto a metal plate and hands it to me.
No. It's because I'm giving you this meal, so I can feast properly later.
Then I must be the first dish that makes you happy. A gourmet delicacy.
You're confident about your status.
I taste the steaming substance. Although I'm not actually hungry, its aroma still brings me comfort and helps me relax. This isn't my first time lying in a coffin. I was suffocating, and the people around me thought I had died. They hastily buried me in a coffin. Once enough time had passed, I woke up to find myself buried alive. I stare absently at the thick liquid on my plate, but my voice remains steadfast. I struggle to crawl out of the coffin. I bet that place still tells ghost stories about me. But this happened ages ago. After several eons, I doubt anyone remembers. Sylus listens quietly. Surprisingly, his mocking expression is nowhere to be seen.
Is that why you wish to enter the sacred core?
Yes. I lower my gaze. It's the first time I've told anyone my real reason for seeking this sacred core. My suffering stems from my curse. I lost my crucial memories and only vaguely remember that because of this curse, only a certain person can grant me true death. He quietly observes me as he's looking at a reflection below a lake's surface.
You want to rewrite your fate to escape eternal torment.
Correct. Eternity for me is a nightmare I can never wake from. The flickering candlelight in the stone chamber casts a gentle glow on his face. It encourages me to ask the question that has lingered in my heart for so long. Do you remember why you're here?
That's one more thing we share. For better or worse.
He sits down and leans against the stone coffin.
I don't remember how I arrived here. Sometimes, I think the underworld's fiends are simply people abandoned by fate. Since they're not embraced by it, they're free from the mortal world's moral constraints. They only live for their desires.
But you said you weren't happy before.
I suppose when I defeated a fiend, I'd momentarily feel the zenith of pleasure. That's why I spent most of my time becoming the ruler of the underworld. But pleasure has always been fleeting. After the rapture passes, all that remains is longer periods of emptiness.
He speaks of his distant past in a detached tone. With time melting bloodshed and brutality, only drifting ashes are left. I understand him, though there's no reason for it. Hi, anime girl. Perhaps it's because I also experienced the passage of time. Maybe my life only has one sensation left. Or to put it simply, we're like kindred spirits. That's their thing, kindred spirits. You must have traveled through many fragmented space-times before. Why did you stay at this castle? He glances at me, his tone making it impossible to tell if he's being genuine.
Must there be a reason? This might be the only place where I've seen a pipe organ.
Is that so?
It's the only object that feels familiar to me.
It's so sad. My heart races for no apparent reason. An inexplicable thought appears in my mind. This castle doesn't have to be so deathly silent. After all, its owner isn't cold-hearted. Okay. It is now 7:50, and I did want to go until 8 o'clock, but I think this is a good place to stop. I will try to stream tomorrow night, maybe, to finish this off, But I really appreciate everyone who stuck around. 19,000 likes. You guys are really spoiling me. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you found that relaxing. That's kind of like the whole reason I like to read. Like, I genuinely enjoy reading out these myths. So if you guys enjoy it, I'm glad. But like I said, tomorrow night, probably like, I don't know, maybe 9:30 Central Time, I'll finish out the rest of this myth. But otherwise, I hope everyone has a wonderful day or evening wherever you are, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.